The AR-15 rifle. Many people will debate whether the AR stands for Armalite or automatic rifle. I suggest it stands for another receipt. These things are a money pit. So I bought the Redi-Mag at a pretty good deal and thought that I would test it out, see how I like it. And while it's great, it does have an issue in the fact that it's really kind of difficult to get to the bolt release back there. And I knew a lot of people that run these will buy the Magpul BAD lever, but I thought, well, I'm cheap, so I'll just run it without the Magpul BAD lever and see how it goes. Well, it's going to be a pain in the butt, so off to the store to buy a Magpul BAD lever, a $30 part. So we'll install this, see how it goes. Looks like this time it came along with the tool to install it, and that'll be handy. The way that this works, if you're not already familiar with it, is it's going to come in and attach to the bolt release with a screw, so just from the outside, and then it's shaped so that it'll wrap around through the trigger guard and allow the shooter operation of the bolt stop and bolt release with the trigger finger. It'll also allow a little bit easier access to it on the left side of the gun, just because there's a bigger piece installed. So I'll install that and see how I like it. Alright, it's on there. So it took a little wrestling just because of the angle and stuff, and I didn't want to drop the little screw. But there it is installed at the top of the trigger guard here now. Bolt is back, so I'll drop the bolt by just kind of pulling it down. Now I can have my finger in the trigger guard there, you know, shooting or whatever. If I have a malfunction and I'll need to pull the bolt back, it's as easy as pulling the charging handle here. And with my finger here, I'm just going to lift up on the lever, and I've got the bolt held back. Typically, I would need to switch hands and pull back on the charging handle here so that my thumb was free there. Do some sort of reach under or somehow be a little bit more inconvenient. So it's definitely nice to be able to just lift up. You can see the bottom of the lever has some ridges on it, as does the top, which makes it real easy to find in the trigger guard. This one happens to match up really well with the Blue Force Gear Redi-Mod, but we have had some that we've installed where we had to grind the Redi-Mod down just a bit. The BAD lever gives you a much larger paddle there, so if you wanted to operate the bolts from this side you can, and because the lever comes down it's very easy to hit the release. Like I said, left-handed shooter, no problem. If you want to pull that bolt back, the bar is real easy to hit. If you want to release it, the paddle is a lot larger and easier to grab. Real nice to be able to operate this thing now either right or left-handed. Very handy. I probably would not buy a BAD lever on its own because it does stick out from the rifle just a bit. However, because it's protected by the Redi-Mod anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave it on there. At least I'm going to run it with the Redi-Mod on whatever firearm the Redi-Mod ends up living on. So, good deal on the Redi-Mod, but needed to go to the store to buy another accessory for it. And it's another Magpul accessory, so people are going to call me names for having a gun that's got so much Magpul stuff on it. But they make good stuff, and the price is right. Alright, so that's another receipt on the pile for this AR. Thanks for watching.
The guys and gals of GunWebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thanks for watching GunWebsites.com.